Power 97.9 and a TV XYZ yakabo and ya did jaba say by ya bodra danta it's yin na atina see the Ghana for betray one sha and ye baby din ko happy new year so
many happy returns na emfa enchia kese Emma Power FM TV XYZ ahwefo nyina na memo oso ne wapanfo abaso ye mu studio high fepa
that's it
na mo bo adwuma so
that's it
I mean we follow you every day the more you know adwuma so amudibua oh my Ghana nkanko and a lot of people in Ghana and beyond appreciates that because why encourage you say because why the more you know for the good of Ghana.
Okay. Me who say Janet Akoli abeka eye enkomotwetwe no ho Janet yaton kan no pay ewo Facebook so but me e say na otwe wie ye oh ya ne nam sa ye wura filling station say fango no say oya ne aban aye competition means aban di ka say breaking the 8 fango so dimrika ono so akaka kra bi no ya a breaking 8 e de nkomo pi na aba e die na abma no ho kwan asame wo nsusue mu no abanesa titiri wodi adroba fo adika ka omugina yo musiye se to ahodo yenyi free so ne ho nkro no ba na na hwe ba bia ya bedru menua eye atimoden ene tema omampenye kufuado ne Alhaji Bawumia eni magana fo na ama na banesa ona we nya asemo a eye asemo wo se fa na hoguno so kra eye ni bresem you see fango buo eyadia ehia ye because fango no eno ne yedigu ka mu ema yede eye yadwuma ne ye bibia fango buo kosora ehyen anaka buo so yede ekosoro your friend no transport fares yes and what that means is say adia ewo dwom bia so no ebo yede ekosoro because adia ewo dwa so bia no onu akro ne kutu onu akro ne kofa den a ode be faka ansa na ode aduru ba bia ode ko akwakoto enu nti se aban bi ti akonwa so a na sade ne se fa ngo de wo ye den a ebo ne be kosoro so ho but ode nhihye ye pa begu akwa mu a fa ngo buo ntumu no enkonko ye kese bebre ebe ma ahokyere aba o man ni so we are not saying say any say petrol ni diesel bo kosoro kra ebo no betimi akosoro and ebo no betimi akosoro because of three things and on it determine the prices of fuel commodities but the year can say aban no ya aban a wotima ewa abadaye no nima mamua obetumi ayesa anyema miensa no hu bibia entumu no enya de beba de bia emman tentem so na ntumu kura beba enkoye ntumu kese a ebe mafa ngobo na kodu mpempon so a omanfo be den ebebre that is the argument because the thought be na complaining about fuel prices almost you na then this so buy no it is the quantum of the increase okay
in 2008 ye kwa akoto aba between Professor Mills and the present candidate Kufuado. Na samre no na petrol boy be 5 Ghana cedis per gallon. If it's okay.
Ye kai pa.
If free 2009 a President Mills be dia konwa twa 3.5 years. Onyame to ne sa frɛ no a ye papa Mahama so be to aso no. For that 8 years ni na from 2009 to 2016 no. Fa ngobo e kosoro be do 16 Ghana. About 16 Ghana cedis. Naturally say in 8 years no between Professor Mills and President Mahama just about 11 Ghana cedis right. From 5 cedis to 16 cedis. Then you are talking about 11 Ghana cedis increments in 8 years. Okay. Now some MPP for opposition. Ye nyina yet nsem wo kan. President candidate Kufuado, Alhaji Bawumia on Twitter, petrol boy dodo. Ghana omampenyi Mahama nitimu den. Enu na petrol boy drusa. Into mo share boss mo ba okay nuisance taxes. Almost President Mahama the nuisance taxes be out to fuel also special petroleum tax, energy sector levies, omo be yini nyina free one petrol bo aba form ne de keka ho ene to aba ma wo. Now in only 5 years petrol bo free 16 Ghana cedis, that is petrol and diesel 1 gallon a free 16 cedis, I do 32 cedis.
Like I said, within this 5 years ya will can once me and one we bring na to amama hodo we ase afana
no
COVID
8 years na President Mills and President Mahama betina so no I will come there to COVID this anyema no enyema so si wiase. Don't forget in 2008 President Kofi Okono na the whole world yenya global economic crisis, yes, a global credit crunch want and no na say ni susu so no crash so COVID, because that one was a global financial crisis. Are you getting me? President Mills buy, President Mahama buy inya dum so ebe ha Ghana economy ye hwiri sika bebre. President Mills under President Mahama, especially under President Mahama 2013-2014, enyema ema oman Ghana sika, say ye gold, say ye cocoa, say ye oil. Ne bo ewa mansen dwa so no teba form ema sika e wose ye nya free mas oman no na ye nya. Ni na affect the economy. So aban bia ni wa we nya challenges. Aban bia ni wa hold on.
But me tell us all the subono ebo aban. OMC's nay, oil marketing companies. Someone that determine prices.
No. Let's pick it one by one.
Right.
First of all, what I am trying to demonstrate to you, say in 8 years, aban bi eto petrol boom 11 cedis. But in only 5 years, aban we have to petrol boom 16 cedis. From 16 Ghana to 32 Ghana cedis. Why is that so? Okay, it is so because number one, aban na otia konya so onima mamu, onitema, onim abadaye.
But you determine prices the OMC.
And your OMC is determine.
And your marketing company.
Obi obeka sa achi obi odada. And one of the ways aban we the tricky drivers and the general populace. Yes, your policy a friend deregulation. But that deregulation no say as on my yadia to musi ebe ma nyema miensa na determine fango bo. Sa nyema no mu ba ko ye amansa dwaso bo for fango. The international market price of crude. And on nya buying the determine. Are you getting me? So if the international market price goes up, petrol bo be kosro. But apart from international market price, you know, there were other two factors be I know the nyina buying now or so no on the control. The second one, okay, determinant of the prices of fuel are taxes. Are you getting me? Taxes. And the petrol na ayetono, emu be ebo ayetua no, emu be 40% are taxes. It is aban me betia konya so na oti fuel taxes so a petrol bo beba form. So what to fuel taxes mo a petrol bo be kosoro. So a petrol bo kosoro because of fuel taxes enye OMC na to petrol me aban na to because on no na di fuel taxes na dey aba.
But the babo na wan eche bo no.
E babo na OMCs in the but almost based on these factors. So if I buy a to tax on fuel, automatically no, I was say OMC now or no operating in that sector, no pass it on that tax to the consumer because it's the consumer who must pay the tax. Are you getting me? So any OMC no too, I buy no too. Then the third determinant is the exchange rate. Dollar a boss in the city. Because fango na ye consume na hano ye krefra manone. Are you getting me? And ye the dollar ne kwa kra. Enti se dollar kosro a fango bo be kosro. And no nkyere se OMC na tum. Aban na otia konwa so na oni mo man ni sika sem hihye no. Eno na ama dollar ne ye den e kosro. And so se dollar ne kosro dia omo kwa kraba no so bo be den e be kosro. And that applies to the prices of all imported products. At any given time, be a petrol no. Ask yourself, say, which of these three factors? Currently, factors are Emma petrol or Ghana. The last two are buying the control. The exchange rates and the taxes.
Okay,
are you getting me?
It's about buying bit mania, and as a queen be what buying say. Obitima soka ni mana
akwanya bebre ho sa ban ne wote ma na meba ho ma menwie three factors we go me pese ye cost step by step na man for tia asem na say and just people will just think say your position for your bo aban chikeke. People must understand the issues. Now me started with taxes. Grants and maba exchange rate. Abaya wo se wo ba no waba betete taxes a eda fa wo bo so. Special petroleum tax. President Mahama buying at about 2013, 2014. Say Ghana for ntua no mfie mienu. E di nti aban de buy ne say sambre no na mansan dwa so bo for crude oil no abafom. Ghana so you two oil ha ekoton de pesika yo man ye. On you two oil ni bi say. Enu nti se amansan dwa so bo ne ba de ye tu de ha ne de koton amano ne ye nya sika bia. Enti sai ya no nhyehyɛ ya na aban na ye se obenya sika dodo sei e de aye mpuntunwuma no na se sa nhyehyɛ ni nyina no apaska. Enti president Mahama ye se amansan dwa so bo no akọ from Sadia no my Ghana you lose oil revenue a ye de betimi ye hia se ye de mpuntu dia and ye the special petroleum tax aba ye ntua to kakra na buy no only 2 years onya sika obetumi dia ya kwan obetumi dia ye suku obetumi dia sidwa obetumi aye mpuntu a e de ahoto ene adwuma beba o man na eden there but this was the rationale and it was supposed to be a temporary tax and it say it was sunset clause e bibi ntini ye de aba se fa ngobo no on the international market no kosoro ye be den ye be ye free o aban we buy fa ngobo no samre na ye this special petroleum tax no na 1 barrel of crude oil on the international market about below $50. You see, I mean, no can say more than $80. It is say a bono akosro ewa mansen biaso ade kire say Ghana is gaining more with regards to the export of oil. Ye 2 year de na de koto ni sika ye nya free mu no ye nya more. And that is why in 4 years President Mahama Unya oil revenue 6 billion cedis. President Kufuado in 4 years enya 20 billion. Because on no oil no, not President Mahama were only Jubilee fields. Okono, amamu papa intino, na odwenehwe ka intino, or the Miruka or the 10 Sankofa fields. It President Mahama breso na Ghana oil. They be a two base 70,000 barrels. And they you two over 200,000 barrels because you need 2 additional fields. And a bonus why they akosoro. It is say we have more oil in terms of quantity and we have more money from oil because the international market price has gone up. Why is the special import levy still there? Under President Mahama, that special import levy, no, we your calculation percentage now you 41 pesos per liter. And then President Kufuor had a flat rate 46 pesos. It just about 2. When you be amoasi a bono chrono, at the end also be ye free. All the conditions was a ma we free hono ewo the national market price akosro oil quantity you produce akosro ye free wa we so win free what sounds what Esla get the buy
energy sector
levies President Mahama the buy say in 5 years ye be just at one ye dey tua car e wo ye power sector because now abaya ko ya bo car to power sector ho e was ye to fa ngubuom aban se o me tebo no so me ma subsidy o ma subsidy so a ekaba ba beto because e bo na e was say ye to oil na nyasa na ye to so you have to pay.
That's right.
And I was here to nkani abom okay aban say me subsidize nkani abo e ka ba beto e was aban tua ma VR ni ECG nya musika ban tua enti e ka ekum ECG e ka ekum gridco e ka ekum VR sa agencies nyina so the banks e ka e no na lead to banking crisis no. And the banks in the musika dia collapse. So President Mahama can say, "Yemfa energy sector levy mra." Now for only 5 years, Ghana for be a for ka be a beto fu be a task akra. Na yenjeje ni yemfa clear sa aka no. Ono nim se 5 years ye betu aka na wie. Ye tu aka ni wie a VR be gina brand, ECG be gina brand, dum so be a thing of the past because can ye be den ye be ye free. Na banks no so musika ko di ma no nti banks ni gu no so etimi agina omo na so. We atemu aminua MPP for the President Mahama na nyatam ketwa or you wicked or you insensitive nuisance tax or mobile wo betwam maza wo ba ye no in 4 years Eslam ko mutum 30%.
But what is wrong with that? So be what the power even obviously it is only a food that does not change.
Okay, so so are you
saying obi I'm saying
okay
but so be what the power
so it means so what that means me say it is a vindication say na President Mahama nye wicked. But he was a visionary leader who wanted to solve a problem. So what am I saying? Atama mo didi ni nyina na mo say na kire Ghana for mo didi to me no. Na kire say na ye na da. One, that is what that means. But so what baba beto no say ya depa you want to continue it. Why increase it by 30%?
Okay.
Mesi we nya bibia ma wase ayenya den ye monokro no. Say President Mama na tie akonwa so a Esla wase yentu 5 years at that existing rate. The van class are can free one and come to me 30%. What about to me 30%? But yeah, yani. Omo two muno. And omo de Esla ni kosi awowa. And omo de koje bosia. And as a bosia nintino was a Ghana to bosia 15 years intino. A 2 present Mama think you bet 5 years into a bium. He say you bet 15 years. Now, the saddest aspect of it is what that means is say your photo was a eslabetum. Ye dia kwesi awo age bosia adinine. Say na be ya eto a ye tu ani nyina na ye de bibe kwa kutua ka no. Are you getting me? Which means say we are buying papa na we oman ho a bosia na wo je ye no. E was say wo de koye the purpose of the tax, which is to clear the legacy debt. And no mo de ye ya na da bi. Omudi bi kotua pensions and ebi so de omodi ni kwa eno bi na omampenye kufuado de rent private jet di tutu kwa no the private jet dia
eno bi no de rent private
because it is all those monies go into the consolidated fund.
Okay.
And sika no dia rent Boeing 737 and don hwe ba ku bia ye bo woka $14,000 over 1 billion cedis yes sika ni bia eno bi na bronya no omode to parties the geo money no instead of clearing that. So special petroleum tax is still there. It has been increased. Esla has been increased by 30% and we are going to pay it for 15 years. Yes, he can find wasn't then to add insult to injury, you know, the new taxes about another energy sector levy of 20 pesos per liter of diesel and petrol. Where you different from Esla na President Muhammad by almost also they are just that the omobeto you know 30%. Omo dia kwesi awaje bosi adi. You between 15 years. And on my so the another energy sector levy by 20 pesos per liter of diesel and petrol. You know. And on the tax, I mean, you are being paying some da. Sanitation levy, baller tax. 10 pesos per liter of diesel and petrol. Ghana is the only country in Africa, matter say, or the BBI by a friend of baller tax and that petrol. It's in what didn't say. Present. For time, President Mills time. Everybody can generate a reason to justify anything.
For instance, your sanitation ministry, in fact,
President Kufo Hononians President Kufo Abresonians Sabola.
Yeah.
Na bola no near the you bola tax on petrol and sunny as
but say can't be priority one. Now we hear sika say
priority is omo moje bola tax no mo breso kwa ni fi mini yen kromu abola ben yes sir afi kwa ni fi mini yen. Don't you walk the streets of Accra? Master, they are chopping the money. They are not using the money for any sanitation. They are chopping the money. Ghana already, we pay sanitation levies at the local level to MMDAs, the assemblies. We pay it already. President Mills time, President Kofo time. ASR 2 no more. This is a bola ukruma. Obi anywa or charge a special baller tax on petrol and diesel. Are you getting me? Answer no this is a baller. Eti modene sikana omudi ni basa nintina. They have to generate money all the time to the modest at one. But it is not say what the Bible says a baller ukruma. Either than that, because since we started paying that tax 1 year, we should have seen a significant improvement in the sanitary conditions in our societies. But that is not the case, and you know that. I feel quite a baller ne doso. It was the new energy sector levy 20 pesos per liter of diesel and petrol, or the baller tax, all in 2021. Almost also the 18 pesos energy sector levy on LPG. Gas, I had been one word, and you know some of the cars also use gas. Almost also to 18 pesos. Then you know, all the existing just taxes and levies that petrol so that you know so almost to a bit 200%. Boss margin, 3 pesos. From Kofo time, President Mahama and President Mills and or more, they are 9 pesos per liter of diesel and petrol. 200% increase. The same for fuel market margin. The same for primary distribution margin. All the levies, to be 164%, 100%. And it is a petrol board do 32 cedis from 16 cedis in 2016. No, say number one, any OMC na these taxes. And never in the history of this country, and one government in a short period of time. And as many fuel taxes to petrol, so to say the only last year, that's a gallon of diesel and petrol cost by 9 Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
9 Ghana cedis. We started a year with a gallon of diesel and petrol selling at about 22 cedis. We ended it with it selling at about 31 cedis. ABC Ghana from Kwame Nkrumah pencil, even from Gorgeousburg pencil, BC Mahama pencil, petrol cost 9 cedis in 1 year. But if that continues, 9 years in 2021, 9 years this, you gotta say 9 cities in 2021, 9 cities in 2022. Now just say by the time this year will end, no, na petrol water 40 Ghana cities.
But Sammy, a point you know raise about a 12 a da fan no so no. And your similar point I drop off on a raise. So okay, omunshia mo money a buying ekoye ya. E be there they say a buying a bopose mid-year budget review no yafi we mu de no. Obobehead new betimi aya found. A dine of a
I know ABC swak share my infunumni. The promise say better so still near the
but at least I super be
there is a tax called price stabilization recovery levy. 16 pesos for fuel, 14 pesos for diesel. And then I buy and say or suspending for 2 months. After 2 months or day, but are you getting me? So they are not doing anything significant. I be from. So I buy no war per say petrol bob for more. Only new energy sector levy of 20 pesos per liter of diesel and petrol. No? It means that on a gallon is about 9 Ghana cedis. It's about 90 pesos. Akaka drew 1 cedi. Omunyi no free. No munyi bola tax and so free. And on kwa bet you ma petrol bo about 20. These two taxes alone. The special petroleum tax no name retwem. Omunyi free. The energy sector levy, so they said, the new one, these 3 taxes alone, petrol, 1 gallon about 27 cedis.
Okay.
Let's put the taxes aside. The exchange rate. Dr. Bawumia, where Jana sa, and I'm in a minimum, and I'm President Mahama, you're incompetent, and I'm a buyer and a crown on my $2 to prison. Made the Safana comma IGP, and the dollar is saying 6 cedis 50 pesos. From 3 cedis 80 pesos, 4 Ghana cedis in 2016, under President Mahama. And then 6 cedis 50 pesos. Or more about Kanye Mabed, no Megu. Must check euro, check pound, check safer, no crowd here worse. That is one of the reasons in petrol bokosro. So don't blame OMC. Blame Alhaji Bawumia. Senka ojai sa digitalization jokes now on na mo na.
A joke mom.
That's a concepts.
I'm therefore
oh massa.
And
then yes something just to go and register a SIM under the so-called messiah of digitalization. Yeah, to mean for apps and map, people can register their SIMs on their phones like it pertains to in even some African countries. And in a concert party, Bawumia, Alhaji Bawumia, and $1 do say CD 50 pesos. He is the chairman of the economic management team, and he should be blamed for that. These are the two main factors. But you see, there is one other factor which is about taxation. And nona it deflated the argument say. And you buying the determined petrol board. Now, and also sooner, it sounds so confirm my Americans say, I buy way, a trone na da buy. I buy way, a buyer, a yet more dear buyer, or muni mama or mouthful, and it's in a petrol board, consuming 10 boom boom, sir. It is about the tax I'm in the price stabilization and recovery levy. So, price stabilization recovery levy, no. I buy that done in the buy. And the purpose of that tax, and they say, Ghana ni aubeto petrol be to your price stabilization levy. Oto 1 liter of diesel will be to your 14 pesos. Oto 1 liter of petrol will be to your 16 pesos. Na sa sikeni ni na you the map buying. Say a buying engine nguo. So what's in the dino? Price stabilization and recovery levy.
That's right.
Enti eda fan wo bo be kosoro wa manse dwaso. Now, Baya used to say, Sikano, they are so amount for saying. Abaya used to say, Sikano, they are petrol also subsidies. And anything here, that one. Now, Ghana, every year, we consume about 1 billion liters of crude. And so, if averagely, on every liter, we are paying 14 pesos, meaning, in 1 year, no, so tax we know, a man buying minimum $1.4 billion. 1.4 billion cedis. And in 5 years, I buy we atena konyanso no. Price stabilization and recovery levy ye nyina ye tuama buy no. Say ye kwa wu ye hie mu a amansan dwa so bo of oil cost so it's about 5 billion Ghana cedis. Me no mienu sika. Sa sika na wen. And nay sa buy we wa abadaya. Sa sika ni bi na wo so de petrol bo so. In Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta wama fuel subsidies worth $300 million few months ago. This is a president who is thinking and who is sensitive to the plight of his people. Yeah, taxa, tuya say, abai jiguo na petrol bo koso awon de ateswa maye no. What is this government using the price stabilization recovery levy for? They have squandered the money. But I'm talking about 5 billion Ghana cedis. And until when we are saying say abai waiting more dia, and you say you num na keka yentia. Yes, papa so opa ngoma so enye na num dintia na mum ye you ntia abai na eji wusika. If you are watching me, you are paying a tax to government. That government should use that tax to cushion you in times of hardships. Abai na ojeje tax no je tax na wedi.
But abana sa no say be na uti na ye ne adroba for no eku mpani for ba ko kasa abana say ne ya no mo say ase ebade say amanyofo no ja o ma se mo obi anka bi mo.
Enye na meti ameke bi mo.
That's one. But I am person. No, you see, hold on. Wom rasha bedwa fie mpo no. Ti said he level kasa dey here.
It's wrong. It was a yes and near the too much pressure to your MPs so.
Is it wrong to expect too much?
No.
Wrong. Some expect
no, but certain expectations.
Someone that represents
expectations are not well grounded.
But don't want to represent
no, hold on. About fuel, it affects everyone, not just drivers.
Yes.
Say be maybe habi trika or worker.
Yes.
So it affects us. Okay. Again, only car car. And because the fuel cost run, it will affect you because transport fare never cost. Uber na we use ebe cost. Are you getting me? So, eye nyina ye kon enye MPs nkwankon. What can the MPs alone do? You see, they are supposed to lead the way. But at the end of the day, now was say yes one man for no so no. Ya dey ntoma bo mo de na no.
No, but ye cry be kwa dream. Ye e dey ase dey pa dey aso dey.
MPs so nkwan so because you know say 137 or more 138.
Adroba for no hwe yi levy dey yo. He said ye since
say yi levy hwe ko a ye MPs yakon. Say nyom mo a senka yi levy na ba. Na see benchmark value discounts. Abai we nhye ya nko de ba ebema import duty akosoro by 100%. Enye ye na gutafo ene akoa. You remember our press conference with it? Ene na ma abai na suspended no indefinitely. Because abai na hu say amanfo ati asem na so omo de ba omo be hu say ahokyere no omo na de aba it will collapse their government into omusuro. Ye advocacy ni bia. So I will be the last
person to say say bia ankran ekuakuo ne no nkro no ba ye na ekwa akodru obitie
and until I make sure say benchmark we have done it and it has worked. But then this in kwana are you getting me? So no na good for NDC for unko my MP because the MPs approved it. They have the benchmark value discounts reversal was approved. But your man for NDC as the responsible opposition, Guta importers and exporters, Yakwama abayne timia even rescinded something the MPs have approved. Are you getting me? In the same vein, I'm telling you, sir, the MPs will do their part when it comes to taxes on fuel and all that. Yeah. They will do their part on e-levy. But let's also do our part as citizens. Granted. We have that civic duty.
Granted. So, but on fuel, but at the end of the for instance, drivers for can say, look, you MPP in your NDC. And even
the drivers,
NDC for more
is wrong. The drivers are more powerful than our 137 MPs. If the drivers, then our driver focus or more boycott or more nyejuma more striking.
Yeah.
Then the more Moses on my midway. Anopa no kwa no hu di si Ghana. Anopa no kwa hu di si Ghana.
Yes.
Na nhyia mu ni course ndi ni si. I won't say it here, but they should ask their leaders. It is not for me to say it, but I'm trying to tell you, sir, the drivers have power. If they decide to go on strike, so 3 days, are buying better petrol. But if you're not using your power and you are just relying on somebody to always do the fight, well, As a government in waiting, we will do our part.
But I'm
trying to try.
I'm from penny for no truthful to followers.
Oh no, I've not said that. But I'm trying to say they can push harder than they are pushing. So at the end you go because you see sometimes today too, I don't blame them because Okana buying in tea. I saw better on a lorry firm. They say as a concerned drivers union was or more lorry firm 40%.
And I also more saying, but another problem say
no 40. So sometimes yes, but the ordinary Ghanaians, we can boycott filling stations. We can boycott. The drivers can say they will not even work. The pressure, no, the baba buying some a soccer chain, the 137 MPs in the But of course, when the 137 MPs also do their part, because 138 MPP for they are there for my party. But the 137 and the only hope of Ghanaians, you know, almost your partner can the citizens and stakeholders be any and no never be any success. At first, near a press conference, I was buying in tea, and I was telling them no, the power of the people is powerful than the people in power. So was you on tier 4 years, Baba, ubiti. Are you getting me? But through that and through our consistency, look at how we have saved Ghanaians with regards to import duty same way. And ka container utia import duty 50,000 cedis and ka buy way they call 100,000. Alaji Bawumia ne kenu foriata. Come they call 100,000. 100% increase. Can you imagine the hashes on pharmaceuticals in rural area almost indefinite on cement, on sugar, on rice, all these things we're going to go about 100%, and we have done this. So it shows the power we have. Well. Are you getting me? We can force them to listen, and if they don't listen, in 4 years they will pay for that.
Okay.
And so they're making say abiding need cement in ama fa ngobo okostro o manfo nsori waka na yentinte su kokko nchira my way na you force abai no to reduce the prices abai ni betimi ateso by bringing down the dollar rates se no kra no Alhaji Bawumia say onima mambo na digitalization o ye wontumi nya economy ni biem enti dollar be kosora taxes bola tax no omunyi free wo omunyi new energy sector levy free wo ni nyina be ma petrol bo no enkodu 10 cedis but at least about 27 28 ye nyina ye ho be den e be higher than the 32 and 32 you so at this rate when the can just last year gallon cost 9 Ghana cedis said this year we call 9 you be 40 Ghana and by the time one almost 4 more no be end no now you are petrol gallon and 50 Ghana cedis
Sammy mama mo wait till na menka ahwefo ne tie for say oguso awo dwabo ase dwumadie so TV XYZ and afeso tie wo power 97.9 and communication officer ma NDC amanyoko Sammy Gyamfi and twetwen komo ye kwaye ka no ho nsem so e ka emene ye ne na no na me report bi Sammy Bloomberg so I no more says said e ka na mene ya ma why said almost describe me say yeah distress I say e ka na mene ya ma atoye ni adwendwen but some call WhatsApp so messages libia ba we free Kentampo one for Odianka was watching live from Kentampo Sammy as usual or boy adwuma cheche nsemu we so I say if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate and fuel prices will expose you. Instead of Bawumia humbling himself to get more training, there be our member na Betty show. Why I say the enoma eyinama where you pious or the free kifo man and a buy messages in the eba. But I mean on a car on my Ghana. Just 5
minutes. Yes. I realize you have more issues that we have not covered. You see, I mean, I say you be a casa size, ya bre. Your will continue to fight, if for nothing at all, for the sake of future generations. But sometimes it gets frustrating when you see, say, a buying bit your conyons or dear airball minor. Okay, a buying tea. And on manfoni bison tiasi, they think it is politics. But enye may be a partisanship in politics. Enye may be why we say it because of our love for Ghana. NDC beba, NDC beko. But Ghana will always be there. We are Ghanaians. First of all, Kranzania NDC or MPP. So some of the Yemana air cost on air how minor. Don't say me party netisuntino ye kakra mintie. Look, baby a Ghana kaya kono ya re ya Ghana.
Oh,
yes. Ghana will become a bankrupt country in the next 2-3 years if this trend continues. Mark it on the wall.
Ghana.
When Adongo Monet Atufo started talking about we entering debt distress, we going back to our epic days, people didn't think it was possible, but anyway, we are there. Bloomberg, a report. Not Ghanaians, Bloomberg, a report. Reuters, a report. You read debt distress.
And Financial Times,
you're changing and say Ghana, a company, you're doing pempens, so I can't create into.
Wow.
But at least, and baby, I want to say, come in a mass, say no. Or more bobosia wa manzembia so no person mo boy bosia biem. Enti o ma increase interest on bosia mo de be man say na be abosia no cry into minje. And nothing anansi November, ye call say ye kwa raise green bonds.
Yeah.
Ye nya bi no. Because the rate at which they were ready to lend to us no, na ye ntimi ntua. So ye bansa pan ye nya bosia. We've never gotten to that stage after epic. Why is that so? It is so because of the unbridled and reckless penchant of this government for borrowing and wasting those borrowed funds on consumption, profligacy, and corruption. That is the reason. Bosiabo ain't your problem.
Because
you must invest it. You must use borrowed funds for economic investment. You must invest it in the productive sectors of the economy. Ebe to me buy economy ni mu, ebe grow economy no, ebe me juma ba, ebe me sika ba o ma ni mu. Na ade na wo de bosia na ye no kra, na ebe to yama usika ama wo di aye den etua saka. And nuti President Mama was on, President Mills was on so. Ye je bosia, hwenye ma na ye je $1 billion from Chinese under the CDB facility. Ye de ko ye a gas processing factory, first of its kind in Ghana, Atuabo Gas. Hweni panko a Atuabo employ. Hweni panko a Ghana Gas employ over 1,000. And you know says our project ni save Ghana $300 million of gas. $300 million in gas imports every year. Say, without our gas processing plant, and now ya yet produce your gas, processing produce gas in Ghana. No, we produce gas through oil production, and we are able to process it and use it in Ghana. No, Senkasa plant ni waka fibia Ghana be boka $300 million.
Gas.
Yes, but enuntino ema yesi ebu sesika no. In 3-4 years, yente $1 billion na yede no. That is visionary leadership. You can say President Mahama is a nation builder, man, but that is the evidence right there. Resika EDC KGTR, about $256 million for phase 1 KGTR. I was in KMA then as a PRO to the mayor. When President Mahama, KGTR can pay for itself. In fact, KGTR is supposed to be paid. The loan is supposed to be paid by KMA because stores on your bed and you better rent and we can you better KGTR. This has created and how it will boost trade and commerce in Kumasi. I'm just giving you a few examples. Ridge Hospital, University of Ghana Medical Center, which is the first quaternary hospital in Ghana, first of its kind in West Africa. It can pay for itself. That's the University of Ghana Medical Hospital. Terminal 3, Lona Ghana Airport Company, JDA, you know. Terminal 3, revenue generating, can pay for that loan. Her jobs in Terminal 3. Look at the people working there. I made Juma by Messika day about my anymore. Share MPS Tema Port no Messino. And I'm the biggest port in the whole of West Africa. Ghana never. And Canada, Lagos, Nigeria, and Ghana. Because of a visionary leader, a nation builder, John Mahama. Sa Bosnia Yadea our project, a port only between and buy. That is what you use borrowed funds for. But these guys have come into office 5 years in Bobosia, who be someone say secondary school ben and Messi Omunibi. District hospital ben and Messi Omunibi. Regional hospital ben and Messi Omunibi. Port ben and Mayemweduma Omunibi. Airport ben and Messi Omunibi. Ejapadia ben and Modis Sikana ya and Chirima Benyason for Omunibi. Dear Namudisikana ya betinye tuakano Omunibi. Because omo bobosia ni di no manu. Omo betina konwa so na Ghana ka e 120 billion. So 120 billion Ghana ka as of December 2016 no. President Nkrumah bosia wo boy ka ho bi. Kotokani free fa kaka ho bi. Champon kaka ho bi, Akufu kaka ho bi. JJ Rollins ne Hillary man kaka ho bi. Papa Kufuor, Papa Mills, Papa Mahama kaka ho bi. Ni nyina wo ye de abrofo ne de share when we join Epic Free mu, I know they be see 120 billion. Almost a doso dodo. President Mahama Bobosia dodo akwadwofo ne Bobosia yete sika so ekom de Bawumia se waye adwuma wo Ghana onim se sika wo Ghana yento aba ma wo mu ehia se ye Bobosia o se akwan po de yesisi roto ni agigi roto aye betumi ya kwan ehia Bobosia on kai sa adokodoko nsem we o mo ka kire Ghana fo penyifo se utwa nkontompo ma safo ayira wo ye dai wo da bonte ena wudua nkonkonza buru so efifi una ho. And then what is the reality? Ghana Kano na 120 billion from Kwame Nkrumah pencil, ABC President Mahama pencil na almost in a dozen. And they do 350 billion Ghana cedis as of December. Because as of September, I'm reported to Parliament na 341 billion. From September to December, I do 350 billion. And the net debt to GDP, what the Ghana sika nyina toto yeka ho. Yeka no kwa fa yesika ye wonyina 81.5%, almost 80%. Yes, it didn't Ghana back semuda. Because the standard they say you shouldn't cross 70%, don't cross 70%. What we danger zone. Yeah, you cross 70, you do 80s. Now the who say, and now what check Ghana car you de 350 billion, no Ghana population of 30 million. Ghana need be including Accra, I want to net the car 12,000 cedis, 120 million cedis. Ghana need be a car no. Dear na bind the sack, Bosiana ya. Wo wenya so mfaso. Say ye adwuma, say ye mpuntu. Ukrom kwanya ye. President Mahama blocks will see enya no maja gu ono. Adane mfofo hospitals enya no maja gu ono. Akwan bebre enya no maja Cocoa Rose, they have abandoned it. They say kro munye Cocoa Rose. Cocoa or even these agencies kro magu no with Bosia. They say Cocoa board for car. Omunti mintu. But some guso omusi asupiti dia omuguso omusi bi account. Agenda 111. They say 1 year na ya so say 111 omusi say. President Akufo-Addo cut the short for Shama Hospital about 2 years ago. Correct? Yento blog okra. Omanananom tie omo chow mu etoto ntoma guso betena bedwam kodada nananom tie wiamu ye benya hospital 2 years ni ko Shama me say yento foundation. Enkra heya la heya clinic akraka isiwa na hwe manfo ayare wamu aguso obesi fufra malafo 2 years ni foundation cry in 2 years. Me say aban we all I said they are cursed. Why will you pull that? Then wait after you build a new one, then you pull down the old one. But
to be fair, lad, you no see warehouse be all. To be fair,
into warehouse
foundation.
I don't
know what they will make 2
years. 2 years, see warehouse. You are insulting the sensibilities of Ghanaians. Kwame Menka. It's an insult. It's a pain. But the people in the area are not a hospital, no haven in terms of access to quality health delivery. Is it what will happen to them? When you be amawasi, I say anything. What could bu hospital? I see work. Will be see for 2 years in we see me see warehouse. Warehouse a hospital. Yeah, warehouse. You see, it's like they are cursed. You can't understand it. So what have you used the money for? It means in only 5 years, over 230 billion in Ghana account. 230 billion. And Nkrumah to President Mahama, 120 billion car. One with the 230 billion, Abeka will do 250. You don't know the economic investments.
But NAPCO
they have used the money.
One district, one factory. Free SHS.
Can over Parliament and see. I was here in Bosian Sikanya. Free SHS. The Ghana or you Sikanya.
Planting for food and jobs.
And Bosian there. So what have they used all these funds for? And so now, no. And Chirima Babe to Saka Wina. Yatia, na we grad here. I be kun yatia send grandson in Chirima. And where will we use it? That quite no I do saying. President Mahama, circle interchange. President Mahama, Kaswa interchange. Of course, started under President Mills. He came to continue it. All the projects are Mabobosu, hospital, or way.
Inner cities, castle,
urban rules for Omoya Dada. There were between towns to feed the rules. We are talking about significant projects that are even self-financing. And on the chest are buying be doing Chirima. So they say Ghana can be a no. And the higher west and they say ye jeje 2 Ghana nyina we are yede emu dodo na akutua ye ka hunsi ho say the entire Bloomberg for ese Ghana you write dead distress and into intua ye kan say the whole world etie for nya hwefo entie mi ye pa opa maya e ka me no mo Ghana to so 2 after Sri Lanka according to Bloomberg, not me, after Sri Lanka. Ghana you use 46% of our total revenue, not tax revenue. Tax revenue, they will use about 90% of our tax revenue to just service our debt. When I say service our debt, to pay interest and amortization. That is principal na ADDO. But when it comes to our total revenue, we use almost 50% of that to service it. Of your total, just a total revenue, your taxes, sika yenye free oil mu, cocoa mu, gold mu, nesa sika ni nyina no yedimu half. Ekutua eka hunsi mo. Can you imagine? Na half na kan yetua banjuma yefo kawia sika na sa. By the time wa yebe tua banjuma yefo kawia ni yetua eka hunsi mo we sika na aka no. Enso statutory funds. Unim statutory funds. Statutory funds ye sika by law. And what's up buying a certain percentages of national revenue into so common fund. Get fund. Sika was a quarter to south for 2 more by law, or share what's up buying the corner. And so you see this year 2022, I buy projecting a total revenue of 100.5 billion cedis. Yes, I buy the same ultimate 11 it will be 100.5 billion. Now just 100.5 billion now. Or the move 46 billion, ebetua ye kaunsi hu and ye ka.
That's right.
For 2022, 46 billion. That's 46%. Or the move 36 billion, ebetua banjuma ye foka. Na eba statutory funds na mrasha no na uhia 31 billion. Eno no kwa ka miensa we bomu ye 113 billion. Sika wasi obenye nyina so which abai no kwa nya because it's a benchmark value akebema omusika no. Reverse na akebema import duty. Enye no ma suspend. So they won't get that 100.5 billion. E-levy ni entua. They won't get it. Me e-levy omu chinchin miensa wa parliament de ba me mensa ni mumu biem. And I mean bank transfer biem. Me yi misika aka se brabeje. And my Bawumia anye me 1.75% of me my money. Menye momo ni bi omonfa me dia chomo omonfa president Mahama ba ebe come back to momo. Are you getting me? So sa omu total revenue of 100.5 billion okra omunya de omunya but se mpo omunya they need 113 billion to pay workers, to service our debts and for statutory funds. So it means a hono nko ano goods and services my goods and services sika ye dey running ministries and agencies.
Yeah.
Sika ya debeto fuel egu president Kufuado kamu sika ya debeto A4 paper sika ya de running offices ministries no eno my capes the friend of capital expenditure my sika ya debe ye kwan sika ya debe school ni nyina was abai no kobobosia eno ntina fi we abai no so bobosia 37 billion no enti Ghana ka no kwa na ekoso. Are you listening to me? So we are broke, and we are broke because of the huge debt servicing burden on the country. And that huge debt servicing burden, yeka unsi uno and yeka na akosro, is because of bosia basa buying the bosia no ye de no di. On fanye adia ebema impuntu ni adwuma ni sika ba manimu adia yebetumi anya sika kwa de atua like President Mahama did in all the examples I've cited.
Okay,
so
but
that is it.
But to be clear, was some way once ya call ya disha won some nenia ya titi na say no. Is that to say I used by the okay not too long ago suggesting say 11 no manya jituma aban foforo no oba na NDC aban na eba no obetwam.
The party will come out with an official position. Assembly why fata ohina no and assembly why fata chiamia no. Inti you drew her we die efata ohina no.
Because as a conviction be wo
obetie firo ohina nkasa no. When that time comes we will
very well.
The right people will speak to that issue.
Very well.
So that is it. And yentias you say e kano and nyina ka ho bi no ahokyere wo man because sika was here de be ye wo kwan ma wo sika was here de be ye school ma no ye de kotua ka ho nsi ho sika no so no omudi no auditor general say 2020 nko sika fa ban adwuma ye for nsase 12.8 billion cedis me boa 12.8 billion yet aban say or per 7 billion then through e-levy no we nya 7 billion na Ghana be dane amanfo but last year nko di 12.8 billion in 4 years according to auditor general's report for 2020 aban we sika nko di in the public sector 32 billion You waste Ghanaians, I mean, sika, meager resources like this. Now we rent a private jet. Now, presidential jet, I have to $45 million president of one toy. Nice one. Nice jet. I bet me the wako baby. And no nana president, my president Mills Munya di tukwano. Nana show boys yon pe.
But reason matter of national security.
National security. National security because no. Or pe plane or the bed than tro. Ediama nempena.
Neno so go free.
Maza.
I don't want it.
Nene e marko do mampenye kufuado kunchira. If I plane bend the edium.
Nempena no say. I mean, I'm sure.
Say Ghana for mum penokre. Anything I Ghana. All the idea Boris Johnson will UK no. Say President Kufuado or President will UK and Prime Minister will UK here too no.
Where you
can't give you can't pick a presidential jet and give it to your girlfriend. Say what Bruni say? Or madam
say what Bruni say ma wabeka obi abeja tum say no kre.
No obi abeka say no kre. Say what Bruni ne kind wa ma wa dance ya what presidential jet mu. Say what Bruni or your presidential.
If you obi betima doctor
na
no say what Bruni say mu say ade e kroji.
O man penye kufa UG an your krant mi ma bonten meka ono kasa ma man penye ono krant mi meka say doctor. Say what Bruni we evidence.
By yenko anim.
E dey enti no man Robert score so.
So
you are wasting the taxpayers' money and using the state card for plan 70 ade baby wait if you agree. Wasting
any but twi yen ho afrim Sammy.
Then you are pulling out from the truth because you know it is a fact. Say what Bruni
no na sema wabeka
no can track one fa dance yama. Haven't you seen say what the picture of say what Bruni in the presidential jet ni tuba kukuma se ba onim ka Ghana yebo ho
but say what people no say what some can say man penyim plan no nkor man there as a station here Sammy assistant.
Nipa Chrono has listened to me. Nipa Chrono has not even denied it. President Kufuado officer yantura and koma you issue statement. It's a fact. And journalists like your good self, you should be bold to call. Master, this is what Clinton did that led to his impeachment. You see, if you are not bold to call out leaders when they are abusing their office, they are abusing their powers, then you are supporting the impunity. It is not right. Who feels that President Mahama no baby babontin say, or no, President Mahama say openo. And President Mahama the presidential jets. Ya kosinu kumase na de na bank kan pipi for beka say.
Sami yanko anim. Yanko asam for froso. Yanko asam for froso. Yanko ya this yan won quickly na yanhwe say the normal sit na no ya mo na koye adwimu eya amafo bebre adwimu na se dabe pa na eye omo nkrom won fiti ase suku ye bebie omo suku na no ya na date no beto odwa sa no me ye kokoko so na utah for strike o makọ ntoaso suku nso nsema esensen ho de mfonyi ne twa efa ye mana disua wonsem ene baabi e wose ye kọ so we Ghana for apede a
bo o ma ye disua so na ayasefem krama yemubi. Because this is one area you and highlight challenges because see a just quite a child the air cost or may edisua hon semua. Kwame Rebe Kwama Ghana. Education is in a mess in Ghana now. The education sector has been plunged into deep crisis by Omampenye Kufuado. And it is so sad. Omampenye Kufuado ni Alaji Bawumia. And it is so sad. Meaning in the coming weeks, this week he party nationwide outreach.
Yeah.
It's missing me no kase we are make up Bono region because I want to make the 14 regions. If you are be Ashanti, if you are be Eastern. We are likely to do a town hall meeting in Kumasi. Now, after the town hall meeting, we are likely to do a forum in Accra, which will focus on the education sector. These are programs, our communication bureau, on behalf of the party, they'll be rolling it out. Now, people will be shocked because remember evidence of the air cost in the education sector. I mean, starting fee more from no more KG, basic school, primary school. Masa, when him said 2 years in here buying with a new standardized curriculum by you know. When him said I buying to be into textbooks, church for say ADDO in basic schools. Do you know that?
Yeah, where pa?
No textbooks. In what country? In this day and age. And I will introduce you new syllables, new curriculum.
Yeah.
Without giving teachers the textbooks to teach the children and also textbooks to the pupils. Is it acceptable? And instead of me kasaba private jet seminar, it makes me angry. Because when we need money for textbooks and we are not getting textbooks and you're for in a crack here. We are and can yet was 200 now present my yes and obesino. But they are not investing. They're worse. The academic timetable, academic calendar is in complete shambles. Total confusion. Accra Kosukua. Yes, say Obama Quine does say near Chiabeni was all corner for fraud. But they reduce contact hours. And the universities, yes. So you will double track. Because government is not investing in education infrastructure. Now, basic school, Uba SHSI, the same thing. Double track. We thought to say they will be rolling out educational infrastructure. You see, the money here, say Ghana, ye wo fotoa ye de musika eye impuntunyuma in educational facilities. Your friend get fund. President Rollins NDC are buying at the buy. See you tua vata emu 2.5 and cause that's how fotoa we mu. To be a what ade o Ghana be utua vat. Na utua vata 2.5% of VAT no e call get fund.
That's right.
And when there was this schools e university, secondary schools ne de keka ho. Aban we buy no. Oma bobosia na ma get fund so mo de akosia wo wa kwaje bosia $1.5 billion.
It's education infrastructure and margins are buying no.
No, let me explain this point. It's very important. Oma de get fund akwaje bosia. And it say get fund no a debt payment center.
Yes.
At one kotomu a emu 70% e kwa kutuaka. So how would they get money for educational infrastructure? And that is how would they get money for investments in education?
But so what can be said, and maybe the science, technology, and engineering, and mathematics.
Where are they doing that? Your problem is that you listen to the lies too much.
And Talk
no, but this is not,
and
I don't want to be responding to what they are saying. Let's talk about the reality. The reality is that today universities are running double track systems. And today universities and tertiary institutions and Kodani residential facilities, people are deferring their courses because they can't pay expensive hostels. And
fresh year students.
Exactly. They can't even get a place to sleep. In the recent history of Ghana, since when I would say all these crises in schools, UTAG is on strike now. Into Kotua hostel come out about school one year hostel Ghana real, but UTAG for Nchiradia. And I buy way any clue about how they can get UTAG to go back. They don't even respect the lecturers.
Oh, sir.
Has Alhaji Bawumia spoken about UTAG strike?
No, because I know
media because on the intervening when they first went on strike. And I will share on mobile. So no musica no mopeno. And they are demanding what they are entitled to under single spine as determined in 2013. Which says that every lecturer should be on a minimum salary of $2,000. And our Dr. Bawumia, and we about for a friend about Wilayano. The lecturers listening to him gave him that respect. Went. What is the resource? I don't know why 419. The lecturers they say him could be. Is Alhaji Bawumia to me from Mubium. One be from Mubium. And UTAG, if they go on strike, it means university education is in crisis.
That's right.
At least we should be seeing government speaking to the issue, the Ministry of Education responding, meeting them to resolve it. There is nothing like that. The last time I said the PRO of Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, or they wouldn't mean Chiradia, UTAG for Umpomon resign. Look at this insult. Look at this insult. And a CTAG, you know CTAG, teachers or more teacher training institution, almost all strike. Are you aware? So teacher training institutions, so you're Chiradia. Then tell tertiary education workers union also was strike. So the education is in crisis. The whole of 2021 nursing training for my admission. The whole of 2021.
Professor Gyamfi near Wakafa situation was say so catch for say so more any conditions of service no more resign gear Sakasano 77 your kind of Jimmy Kasa and can only proceed from the buccal cavity of small-minded person who couldn't fully benefit from my education.
It is good for now. If you are not paying somebody what the person is rightly entitled to, what should the boss or the DDM vice president or Mako or vice president Abasumpo? Are you getting me? Now, no strike. Is it the first time our lecturers be strike? No. So I respect what's our demo. Now we BB. And you are not doing that, you're insulting them. Tewu is on strike, CTAG is on strike. They say the whole of 2021, listen to me.
I'm sorry, the second one. Or say you steal from the nation and escape jail using technicalities. But when teachers strike, you threaten...
You see, this is what is leading to the... And this year there will be more strike actions. You know why? Because you don't have to be a prophet to be prophetic. And maybe we are buying soon in the bank pattern on Amazon, you can determine their end. You don't have to be a prophet. When the people lose confidence in the ruling class, we will see and tighten your belts. 2021 or 4%. But what to new ministers are 70%, deputy ministers 50%. And on Penny Kufuado Dada and say, or no refunding is Kameboa. It will be as on refunded, but we are eligible, we are refunded. Ministers are refunded. So you are enjoying, as Article 71 holders, 50% and 70% increases in your salaries. You gave these lecturers and public sector workers only 4%. Even that one, what they are entitled under the single spine salary structure, you are not paying them. So many things, even book and research allowances that they are entitled to based on assurances you have given them and all that, you are not paying. Yet they will see you always traveling in Boeing 737 and Airbus ACJ 320 new. They will see Sewa Bronin traveling in the Dassault Falcon 900 at presidential jet. They will see you throwing parties at Unima residence. Bronya parties in come every day. President Kufuor party every day party. And then Sano, you are training Diego. And suddenly, I wonder why they are doing this. Hennessy Exo, you are training His Excellency Nanado. And on the you see, this president is not governing. He's not interested in governance. He's chilling.
Come on.
Yes, that's what he's doing. So when the lecturers see that also, oh, yeah, this is how you are enjoying with your ministers, with huge salary increases, parties, presidential jet, would they listen to you? They will go on strike.
Okay, strike.
Because the president is not leading by example. We are not cutting our coat according to the size of our cloth. You cannot be living like an Arabian king, a Russian oligarch, and tell your people, say, yeah, austerity, you tighten your belt. When we were funukra na fini biba beka home.
Sammy, I can't semanso na ye jumedi ni yabana we the crack war near apart from a church for no any players of the education bit by no and yen yen bit by na super bienya etie yensem and some I need to
we should speak up.
Oh yeah, strike.
We should speak up. No, but the lecturers that speak, if the leaders of Utah will speak up like Professor Gyamfi is doing, a lot of people don't even know that CTAG is on strike. Why? Because they are not speaking up. And the last time I make answer will because, hey, intisa, all these players in the education sector, no, intisa na ombeti ya yedinsa. Because President Mahama time, Charles, omusika nkwa omumayo tumetum, mwanfa ma yebetu schools nimu. Now all of them have been cowered into silence. Obvious victimization. Charles is not talking. But are you getting me? These colleges of education lecturers, they are not talking. Any students now no say Mahama enyeno. Say Nanado say any allergy Bawumia zo be mo wala 6 months in alawa ni ntua. Alawa no so ya de mawa. We school and President Mahama time we be automatic employment. Nanado dey say there be. Okoye licensure exams. So when that brain world the be form odwuma no we failing more. Unko hu script wo ba bia. Exams now we no so examiners report to be akramba. The work marking scheme. Into mu failure mu yo because I feel we empese be for teachers money I fail you. When we school kita we bia yes napko ni nkwa kira de ba wo de we failing licensure. Wa ko school. Say we be teacher we failing licensure ntikotena fie. Now we cry we are 1 year na was we a juma jacket you about 2,000 Ghana be kono. Yes, you know, obey national service. Abra, as a teacher trainee, you do a 1 year mentorship, which is like your national service. We lawyers, we don't do national service. Yeah. But they force them to do this. Now, we should speak up. We should speak up. We should speak up. You see, these people, they don't like people who are able to stand up to them. They don't like confident people. Oh, yes, almost like they say about some of us. But if you confront them, that is how you deal with bullies. They can't have it easy with you. Are you getting me? But no politicians come war mama there. Then you continue to suffer.
Sammy Gyamfi, and they say unya brema ya no pay. Ewo job as dwumadie so anse me kono messages a ebia ba we say Kwame jade oyero de no massa jade said okika eche Sammy Gyamfi de MPP for no ekika ho no me repeating che no Sammy why ade nyame nhira George message on the by we say in fact Sammy continue with the good work you're doing for Mother Ghana Papingo and a way free sampa e bae and a message we so say Sammy is doing more because Ghana is weeping. We need to stand firm, especially here in Mebuno. And no quite bit me abwa. Ama o my Ghana free sankwa sumwe. Sylvester and the message we free a ye chindari ewo oti region. We say Sammy so for no omu here obi obeka samo mu eti dabena ombenya kasama for so for omu ni representation
na so
I saw yes antro coffee lolobi akpafumo message when so free say do say I won't know what our dear party NDC is doing as far as security. I want to know what our dear party NDC is doing as far as security of the speaker is concerned. Say the messenger or the minority issue statement and almost say bibia to speaker na subon your babo His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. But also say good morning. What we expect much from communication officer is what he's doing. May God bless Sammy Gyamfi. Also, other stations also here on fire say we Gabson and the free Drapa in the Upper West region. What's the using your P number?
This little announcement is very important to me. For Ghana and Kosuntia. We had direction on my corner or my neighbor. The country needs rescuing.
And I believe, sir, it is only the visionary John Dramani Mahama and the NDC that can rescue this country. But to succeed in that rescue mission, we need a solid party. The problem, Kakra, I want to say, at the base, the party is not very strong as it is at the top. And until he started an outreach program in the 14 regions of Ghana, excluding Ashanti and Eastern, effective tomorrow. Ekusi Memenda. Obi biara wutie miawe NDC ni. Find out to constituency da. Outreach team, and make sure so whether you are a branch executive or a member, you go for this meeting because we'll be sharing with you information about the Victory 2024 agenda. So don't just stay in your house, go for the outreach program. Making sure that this week the program will be successful. You used to other programs I won't come away with Sammy Gyamfi do ACBO. Sammy Gyamfi communication officer NDC Amayo Kono. Ko mixture Little George for Damasisamo Monsomo Beka Dwedi na afenso Ba Herbal Center Richard Waste Management so yedamu nyina amase say mudi e chief free bra e she dwedi na asebesi sabre. We need the Prince Kwame Menka and on behalf of the entire team yebesa share ochina nyame ya adoma e wo dwabo ase. Basabre Power 97.9, the biggest mid-morning show with Ajimai. Ajimai nie, power nie, wabesi siye. XYZ so, yewo senior hodro ne, enyuma hodro, yebeyi edi achamo. Bye-bye. China ibishia.